Welcome back, everyone, to this weekly episode, #ASV, The Bite Down. We're excited to have you here with us for our very first episode.
This week, we're diving into a topic that a lot of seniors can relate to, which is senioritis.
Yeah, it's that time of year when seniors are trying to make it through the last few months of high school. It hits hard, and we're going to talk about all the struggles that come with being in your final months of high school.
Alright, so let's just dive right in. First of all, why do we get senioritis in the first place? We're in our final years of high school. It kind of seems inevitable that we'll get it, but why?
Yeah. It's like after all these years of school, we finally reached to this point where we can see the finish line. But the closer we get, the more we start to feel burned out. It's like we've been in the grains for so long, and now we just want it to end, but we still have work to do, sadly.
Yeah, it's like we're ready to move on to the next stage of our lives as the days get longer and longer, and senior year sometimes feels like a long waiting game because we submitted our college applications and stuff, and we have a graduation date set. So it's like, why do we still have to be on top of everything? But we still have stuff to do, so we still need to put in the work to finish strong.
It's a tricky balance. It doesn't help when it feels like everyone around you is either already done or just burning out as well as you are. It's hard to keep that motivation when you feel like everyone's dragging their feet towards the end. But to keep it bucked and struggle is real, and it's all right to feel that way.
Yeah, but what's interesting is that senioritis isn't about laziness or lack of motivation. It's just tied to this huge amount of pressure that we're feeling right now. The decisions we make will affect us for the rest of our lives, and that's kind of hard to grasp, and we're going to be stressed, we're going to be super overwhelmed.
Yeah, and it's not like we can just take a break from it because we still have assignments and tests and projects to get done, even though we're already thinking about our future. It's the sense that I've worked so hard for this and now I just want it to be done.
So what exactly can we do about it? I think one of the biggest things we could do is just recognize that it's there and it's completely normal, and it's not some kind of weakness. It's a part of the process of transitioning into a new phase of life. We're just trying to figure out how things are going to be for our future and stuff, and it takes a lot of time.
Part of managing senioritis is to remember to take care of ourselves. We don't have everything figured out right now, and a little break now and then, staying connected with our friends, can really help manage the stress and help you not burn out.
While we're on that topic, it's really important to talk to someone if you're feeling overwhelmed, whether it's to a counselor, a teacher, a friend, a parent. It's a huge difference to express and what you're going through.
Yeah, we don't have to finish senior year in one big leap. We can just take things at one pace, a slow pace, one step at a time, one assignment, just small things that can help us get to the bigger picture.
As much as it feels like senioritis is dragging us all down, it's also a sign that we're almost done, because we're getting closer to the finish line, and with a little focus and determination, we can push through all of these final months.
Senioritis might be tough, but we're tougher. We just need to take it one step at a time and support each other along the way. Before we know it, we'll be walking across the stage with our diploma in hand.
So to all the seniors out there, you're not alone. Just remember to keep your head up and keep pushing, and we're going to be just fine.
And with that, it wraps up this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope this episode gave you a little extra motivation to get through these last few months. Until next time, stay strong, seniors.
See you next week, everyone. You got this. Toodles!
One, speak.
A time when I procrastinated a lot, where it was really dangerous, was for my stats AP class. So my teacher assigns the homework all in the beginning of the week, and she wants you to have it done by the end of the unit. So I'm always procrastinating, I can do this later, it's not due tomorrow. But once it is due tomorrow, I kind of shot myself in the foot because...
Right. And what teacher is this?
Miss Noriega. Yeah, I shot myself in my foot because now I have to do all this work that I could have done these past couple weeks. But that's what I know is with senioritis. That's one of its symptoms.
Yeah.
As being a senior, a big part of it are applications. How did you cope with that?
I did procrastinate for a little bit with my applications. I didn't do them directly when they were given out. But when I did start to do them, I applied to all of the UCs and a lot of community colleges in the area, like ABC and College of the Canyons. How about you?
Yeah, I did a lot of UCs, CSUs. The only private school that I applied to was USC. So, but I procrastinated a lot. I wish I hadn't procrastinated as much, because then I would have been able to put more thought into it.
Yeah. I've been really tired with like school and all that. The applications were really draining to me, and I honestly just nap a lot more now. I'm just too tired to leave my bed. I really don't.
Right, or even do homework, because I'm so like drained now because I've done so much work and with my AP classes. I just want to nap. And especially like I can enjoy it now because I'm not doing college applications.
Yeah, same. I just like to go home and sleep and not be bothered by anybody.
Yeah. How long are your naps?
2 hours. 2 hours on a good day. I'd say 3 if I'm really tired, maybe 4. Or I'll just go to bed really, really early.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Catch you later.